Good morning, students. In the last lecture, we discussed about the degrees of freedom and equipartition of energy. In today's lecture we are going to discuss Mayer's relation, and also we are discussing the specific heat of the gases. So, what do you mean by the specific heat of gases? The specific heat of gas is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of the gas by 1 degree Celsius. Such heat is called as the specific heat of that gas. So, this specific heat are of two types: molar specific heat and principal specific heat. So, what is the difference between molar specific heat and principal specific heat? Let's start. Molar specific heat means the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 mole of gas by 1 degree Celsius. It is called as a molar specific heat. Now, this molar specific heat also divided into two parts at the constant pressure and constant volume. So, what is the molar specific heat at constant volume? It is denoted by letter C suffix V, and at the constant pressure it is denoted by Cp. Now we are moving towards the principal specific heat. What do you mean by principal specific heat? The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram or 1 kg of gas by 1 degree Celsius. It is called as the principal specific heat. As there are two types of molar specific heat, principal specific heat also divided into two parts at constant volume and at constant pressure. So, what is the principal specific heat? This principal specific heat is denoted by letter capital S. Now, at constant volume, we can write this SV, and at constant pressure, we can write here as SV. So, these are the two main specific heat of gases: molar specific heat and principal specific heat. They are also divided into two parts. Then what is the relation between these two specific heats? So we can write here this principal specific heat and this molar specific heat are related by a term called as the molar mass. So this molar specific heat at constant volume is equal to MO multiplied by SV. What is CV? CV is the molar specific heat at constant volume, and what is SV? It is the principal specific heat at constant volume. This is the relation between the molar specific heat and principal specific heat. Similarly, we can write here CP is equal to MO SP. This Cp is the molar specific heat at constant pressure, and this Sp is the principal specific heat at constant pressure. What is this M0? This M0 is called as the molar mass of the gas. So, before starting Mayer's relation, we know that the work done dW to displace an object by an amount dx is equal to F into dx. Now, we can write this F is equal to pressure multiplied by area multiplied by displacement. But what is area multiplied by displacement? Area multiplied by displacement is nothing but the volume. So we can write here is P multiplied by dV. So this relation and these two relations we are using in this Mayer's relation. So what is the work done in the thermodynamics? It is equal to pressure multiplied by the change in the volume. So we are now starting to derive this Mayer's relation. Here we are discussing two conditions. Consider a 1 mole of gas is closed in a container having movable piston, and let us consider that P, V and T be the pressure, volume and temperature of the gas. Now we are discussing two conditions here. The first condition is that the volume of gas kept constant. Now, how we can keep this volume constant? This volume can be kept constant by fixing the piston. So, suppose heat is supplied to a container. This is a piston, and this piston is fixed. So, if the heat is supplied to such a system, the total heat supplied by the external source is used to increase the internal energy of the gas, because according to the first law of thermodynamics we can say that the amount of heat given to the gas is used to increase its internal energy as well as it is used to increase the or to do some work against the force. So dW is equal to dE plus dW. This is the internal energy and this is the work done. But in this case, we already stated that the volume of gas is kept constant. So there is no change in the volume. And if there is no change in the volume, the work done in such process is equal to 0. So we can write here this dQ is equal to dE. And what is dE? It is equal to CV multiplied by dt. What is CV? CV is the molar specific heat at constant volume. So we can write here as a dQ1 is equal to dE is equal to CV. This is the first equation. Now the second condition is now we are going to keep pressure constant. Now, if the pressure kept constant, the amount of heat supplied to such a system is used in two ways: to increase the internal energy, to increase the kinetic energy of the molecules, and to do some work. Because here the volume is not kept constant, so that this piston can move in upward or downward direction, so there must be some work done. So we can say that when a pressure kept constant and some heat is supplied to such a system, the amount of heat is divided into to increase its internal energy as well as to do some work. So we can write here it is dQ2 is equal to dE plus dW. So what is the internal energy? The internal energy at the constant pressure is equal to Cp dt plus what is dW? This dW, sorry. What is dW? dW is nothing but the work done to increase the volume. So we can write here it is equal to P multiplied by dV. So it is dQ2, and which is equal to the molar specific heat, that is Cp, and is multiplied by the change in the temperature Cp dt. This is the equation number 2. So from equation number 1 and 2, we see that in the first case, when the volume of the gas kept constant, the amount of heat supplied is totally used to increase the internal energy, which is equal to Cv multiplied by dt, where dt is the change in the temperature. In the second case, the pressure is kept constant so that the volume of the gas can increase or decrease. So we can write this dq2 is equal to dE plus dW according to the first law of thermodynamics. Then what is dq2? It is equal to dE plus pdV. What is pdV? It is the work done to increase the volume by amount dV, which is equal to Cp multiplied by dt, where the Cp is the specific heat at constant pressure. So now from this equation 1 and 2 we can write here dq1 is equal to dq2 because the total heat is converted into the internal energy. So we can write here this is Cv dt is equal to dE plus pdV is equal to Cp dt. So now we can see here this dE is equal to Cv multiplied by dt. Why this value is kept? We are keeping in this equation because the internal energy of the gas is depend upon the temperature. So we can write this dE is equal to Cv multiplied by dt plus P into dV, which is equal to Cp into dt. So we can write here this Cp dt minus Cv dt is equal to P into dV. So here we can take common dt, so it is Cp minus Cv multiplied by dt is equal to P multiplied by dV. But according to ideal gas equation, this P multiplied by V is equal to R multiplied by T. So if we differentiate this equation with respect to time, so we can write here this P multiplied by dV is equal to R multiplied by dt. So here we keeping the value of pdV as R into dt. So we can write here this Cp minus Cv multiplied by dt is equal to R multiplied by dt. So here this dt and this dt get cancelled. So we can write here this Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So this equation is called as the Mayer's relation, by which we can determine the value of specific heat at constant pressure as well as constant volume. This relation is applicable only when the heat supplied and the work done, they both are in the same system of units, but generally the heat supplied in the terms of calories and the work done is given in the terms of joule. So this equation get changes when the unit are changed. So this equation becomes Cp minus Cv is equal to R by G. What is J? J is the mechanical equivalent of the heat. So by using this equation, we can determine the difference between the two specific heat. As we stated earlier, so what is the relation between the molar specific heat and the principal specific heat? So we see that this Cv is equal to this Mo into Sv and this Cp is equal to Mo into Sp. Now this equation in the terms of molar specific heat. We can write this equation in the terms of principal specific heat also. So we can write this equation as it is MOSP minus MOSV is equal to R by G. So we take this M0 common, the M0 SP minus SV is equal to R divided by M0 into G. So this is the another equation relation derived by Mayer in the terms of principal specific heat. So today we discuss about the two type of specific heat, molar specific heat and principal specific heat, and then we derive the simple relation called as the Mayer's relation. So this is for today. Have a nice day. Goodbye.